Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm Terry at Holding Your Space, and this is my friend Callie, healer. Wrong arm. It's all reversed
It,
here.
it doesn't matter.
Kelly. So, hey, Annie Bear. Hi, Amanda Carroll. Oh, you have to off to work. Okay, you're going to be listening. Good, Amanda.
Thank you.
Annie Bear. Annie Bear sent me a picture of herself today that was so powerful. Annie.
Right?
She was just shining her light. Oh my God. I just loved it. Yeah.
And she's making a really good soup today too. And I screwed up. I thought it was you that was making the soup. And so I'm like, oh Terry, that looks wonderful. And then when I went back and I'm like, oh, that came from Annie. Annie, that soup looks absolutely delicious. I would love the recipe.
I missed that one. I'll have to get back on and see. I've not been on my phone for a little bit. I took Tai for a walk, and which is kind of what we're talking about. Is taking care of ourselves this weekend. Hey, Lottie B, how are you? Um, it was intuition. Yeah, yeah. I love soup. You can make a big pot of soup at the beginning of the week, and you can eat it all week. And when you get hungry, instead of having snackies, out of the fridge, which is usually for me a piece of cheese or something,
Me too.
then you can have something healthy and veggie, lots of veggies. So, yeah, so we were going to happy Mother's Day, whether you are a father or a mother, or if your babies are plants or if they're puppies, it doesn't matter. This is a time to celebrate the divine feminine. So, and Randy says too hot for soup. Okay, Randy, I just have to tell you the best soup I ever had was in Mexico, and it was a chilled yogurt with apple and avocado in it. And it was puree.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Oh my God, it was the best thing I'd ever had in my life, and I need to make some of that. And I can't remember, they chopped something on top of it and gave it a little crunch. Barbara made minestrone soup yesterday.
Oh,
Perfect.
I love soup.
I do too. I've been craving minestrone all week, Barbara. So, we'll just say hi to a few people. Hello, Randy. Too hot. Too hot. That's what we'll name you now.
Yep. Randy's too hot.
Jody
Oh,
Powers, Soul
Judy.
Spa Celestial Shaman.
Love
Wow.
you.
That is so beautiful, Jody. I love that. Annie Bear's
Thank you for
here, of
being here.
course. Pisces greeter, TK, Teresa. Hello, beautiful Teresa. Barbara's here with the minestrone soup, which I love.
Oh, me too.
Oh, Mary's here. Yay. Mary with my favorite blue lion. I love that blue lion. The
It's
blue lion.
gorgeous.
Yeah, right? Really gorgeous. So, and Maria receiving abundance. Beautiful. And anybody with the channel, please feel free to put in your channel name, or a link to your channel. And guys, if you're going to go into that and link it, you might have to go back and link it again later. Sometimes there's something weird about linking from chat, but please do put that in.
I think it sometimes unsubscribes them where then you have to go back and
yeah, just watch it, but do subscribe and like. Kathleen Tavalaki, I think that sounds like a beautiful Greek name. I was just thinking about Greece this morning. When I go visit my brother, you guys, and when I'm going to visit him in the UK this summer, sometimes we'll go to Greece because it's quite inexpensive to get there, and it's kind of like going to the lake, right? It takes an hour and a half to get there. In the Midwest, there's always a lake like an hour and a half away. So anyway, I was thinking about that this weekend, thinking, gosh, wouldn't I just love to go there, because they have that Mediterranean cuisine and the lifestyle of being outside in the sun and having the fresh veg everywhere,
Yes.
And Ingrid and I were talking about that because it's like they really take care of you. You sit down after every meal, they bring you melon, fresh melon that's still hot from the sun.
Oh my gosh. No
I know.
baklava?
Well, there's baklava too. There's lots of other things too, but usually we go for a walk for the baklava. But and when you sit down, they bring you a little something something too. It's a great place for self-care. Yay, Linda, you
I think
made
you
it.
should do that, Terry.
Yeah. Yeah, if we can. I'll see if everybody wants to go. It's a group thing. Like, I think at one point there were 18 of us there. The
Wow.
last time we went to Crete, and we actually we had vans that we'd hire, but then we had a bus one day. We didn't fill up the whole bus, but we came close.
I love it. I
I
love
know.
it.
And
That's
you know what it
amazing.
cost? It was $200 for the day for a whole
What?
bus. I know. It was crazy,
Oh, you can't go wrong.
right? It was yeah. It was the deal.
And look at the memories that you made.
Oh my god, yeah, and the people are beautiful. People
Oh,
are
yeah.
beautiful inside and out. Hey, Jessica. Oh, Mary, you're so sweet. I'm her favorite golden lion. I'll take that.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, and that's another part of self-care is accepting um everything.
Compliments.
Yeah, accepting compliments and accepting healing even.
Mhm.
Okay. So Tavolacci is Tavolaci, and it's Italian. Okay, Tavolaci. Oh, like chi. I love that. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So, anyway, but and BC was on last week too. We were talking about that, like as healers and empaths, which there's so many healers here today.
Yes.
Um, when sometimes it's hard to accept healing, like
Mhm.
to schedule a healing for yourself or to schedule a self-care day. And we were talking about how healers heal. And BC was talking about, and she's a healer. She's and in Arkansas, she was Reverend Saul's partner, one of my teachers, and she's a teacher. She's amazing. Anyway, but she was saying healers heal by healing others. And
It's
it's
so
so true.
true.
Yeah. Giving gifts
Yep.
is healing.
True.
So I thought that was fun. Yeah. What's this going on here? Randy and Annie are talking about something silly. I love something silly.
Oh, I love silly. It's Friday. It's we're on the cusp of the weekend. It's like, yep, bring on silly.
Right? Hey, Harley and Jessica Lynn. So if I missed
Mm.
anybody, hi, Leah.
Hi, Leah.
Yeah. But giving yourself time to have fun too. I was watching I don't watch a lot of comedy as far as like just a comedian, a stand-up, because sometimes they make fun of people and I don't like that, right? I don't
It
like
hurts
that.
my heart.
Yeah, it hurts my heart too. But Tig Navarone, I can't remember her last
Yes,
name.
I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, she was on um um and I can't remember if it's on, I think it's on Netflix, you guys. But I've been watching her at night. And because she laughs and she tells silly stories about herself and her family growing up. And that's something that just, you just sit there and kind of roll with it and laugh. And I think somebody else was talking about that last week, how, when we were kids, we would go home and we would watch um, uh, the comics, and they were usually pretty funny. I mean, there was Dark Shadows and Penny Dreadful, but there was also, you know, so many cartoons that were just hilarious and slapstick.
Yes.
And, yeah, old comedy shows, and Tig is spectacular, right, Annie? Yeah. Hi, Keela. Happy Friday and happy Mother's Day.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what
happy
we're talking
Mother's
about.
Day.
So, you caught her a couple of weeks ago. It was on Netflix. Yeah. Sarah Millican, is she the tall blonde, Randy? Because there's a
Oh,
tall
wait,
blonde from the South that's really funny too. But, I love that there's so many, women and men, right? And I'm writing down Randy instead of Sarah Millican. Okay, got it. Oh,
there was a gal, and I wish I could think of her name. Um, and you know what? After the show, I will look it up and I will put her in the comments, put her name in the comments. She's probably right about our age, and
Uh,
she does stand up
29.
and absolutely hilarious. I mean, talking about her hot flashes and it's she's hilarious. I had my husband watch her and he's like, I don't think she's going to be funny. And I said, just watch it with me. And he was laughing. And so I can't think of her name, but I will put it in the comments because yeah, it's a good laugh. Oh,
Yeah.
she's British. I love that.
Yeah. I like British humor.
I do too.
It's pretty dry, but silly. Yeah. Oh, Janet saw Tig recently interviewing a man in her swimming pool because it was her happy place.
I love that. I love it.
Oh, Mary. Your grandmother and her sister served pie and coffee at a restaurant they worked at, and Bob Hope before he was famous in Cleveland.
How cool is
I
that,
love that.
Mary?
Yeah. Yeah. And Eddie Lizard. Yeah. So, and just thinking about comedy and something that's so funny and all these people that we all enjoy watching and bringing them up, it raises the vibration.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah. So when you feel in your heart space, that and what it does for you. Hey, Ness.
Hello.
And so when you kind of abide in your heart, like, is something going to make you happy or is something going to make you anxious?
Mhm.
And how sometimes vacations are a little bit of both.
That is the truth.
Especially family vacations. Let me make myself a little get on your there we go. I was like towering over you. So especially when you're nothing makes you happier than laughing. Like laughing raises your vibration and increases the hormones in your body, brings your body to homeostasis. Right? Robin Williams always made me happy too. He was in the spirit. I think comedians are so divinely guided.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. And I honestly think that was probably his therapy for him. I think it really helped him. It was part of, what got him through some days.
Yeah. Yeah. And being able to get that out, because I feel like there's a lot of artists that can't get their music out or their words out or their art out there. And when you hold all that inside, it's a lot. And there's so many I think there's so many people here that have their own channels, or else they're here in the chat giving everybody wisdom every day or once a week, whatever. And they're such gifts. And when we don't share our gifts, it hurts a little.
Mhm.
You can just hold it all inside.
Yep, that energy becomes blocked and stagnant, and however creativity, that passion that we have inside of us, to whether it's cooking, laughing, singing, painting, journaling, writing, it really, that passion, and the laughter, and it all raises our vibration and lets that energy out inside of us.
Yeah, it really taps into the collective consciousness. Tina Max says, your favorite is I Love Lucy. Yeah, and you stop watching the news, right? Yeah, I watch a little bit of news. I go on NPR, ProPublica, and a little bit of Google. But Google is like always a week late.
Or
Yeah, like
go figure, right?
I know, and I'm like, yeah,
What the heck?
right, yeah. Whoa, Hypnicity, your big brother went to college with Robin Williams. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Tina, I Love Lucy to go to sleep at night. I used to watch it religiously. and then it was off Netflix or whatever. But it's back, I think. But I liked Ricky's accent, and I liked that it was black and white, so there wasn't a lot of color to watch right before I went to bed. And then I liked the comedy, like it was wholesome,
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
know? Yeah, yeah, yep. NPR every morning, right, Tina? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's great.
NPR is a great place.
Yeah, and they have a lot of arts there too. Yeah, Nest does the same to go to sleep. Yeah. And there's also this guy on, he's on YouTube, and I can't remember his name, but he's a short little, bald guy. He doesn't have any hair. Well, he wears a cap all the time. And he has an antique thing in England, and I guess he's really well known there. And he goes to all these castles
Ooh.
and junkyards, and he goes
Oh,
to all sorts of different places. And and it's always something funny, but he gets things that are kind of eccentric to sell. And he comes on a lot, and I love his voice because I love an accent.
yeah, me too.
It just relaxes me. Yeah. Susie, hello. You met Ricky. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that is cool, Susie.
He was such a rock star, wasn't he? Because here he was from Cuba. He
Mhm.
came and made it. He really did, and he had his own production company. And I know that probably wasn't the happiest marriage in the world, but they continued to be partners.
Mhm.
And I feel like there was a respect there. Someday we should do a reading on them together.
That
Ricky
would
and
be
Lucy.
that would be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, do a mediumship on him. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. What's his name? Colby Lane? Lame. Okay, comedian Colby Lame. Okay. With similar humor. Yeah. I will look for that, Ness. That sounds amazing.
You too. Writing it
Wow.
writing it down.
Yeah. Um, Collie says, Jeremy Irons is my go-to for audiobooks, right? That voice. Oh my God. Decrease your anxiety and allow me to sleep. Yeah.
Mhm.
I remember I went to this, it was a Vipassana where you have 10 days of silence. And in the East, that's the way they do it. But in the West, I did the Disneyland version, and we only had 6 days of silence, and then we had yoga every morning and every night, and Ayurvedic meals. I'll tell you what, that was one of my favorite, or I've done that 3 times, and it was my favorite vacation ever because they just take care of you. You don't have to worry about a thing. You don't have to ask for anything, you
Oh
but
my gosh, that'd be
and
wonderful.
and you
Talk
turn
about
off.
self-care, right?
Yeah, it's all self-care, and you turn off your, phones. You don't bring anything, but I would cheat a little bit at night if I couldn't sleep, and I would turn on, Eckhart
Oh,
and
yeah.
listen to him by book. His voice will put me to sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, I love everything he says,
It's
but
so soothing.
it's so soothing, right? Okay, Cabby Lame. Okay, I'm gonna look for him. Oh, he's in Nigerian and Italy or Paris. Oh, I love that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm writing him down. Cabby Lame. Okay. Um, who can't speak? I can't speak. Oh no, you can't speak for the Vipassana. You're not supposed to talk. You're just
I love that because
yeah,
talk about that silence, just getting in tune with, the higher realms, your angels, your guides, and just in tune with yourself. Just that silence, I think would be I would love that.
yeah. And if you do a traditional one, you're also semi-fasting, like you might have fruit and nuts. And then if you're doing, and then a lot of times you don't go outside either. And you might walk in a circle or something inside a temple. But I did the Western version, and we had, like I said, we had speakers and every night. I did it with the Chopra Center, which I'm always talking about Deepak. I just love him.
Yes,
And I'm
he's
one of their
amazing.
teachers, but it's like so every night it was just him being there, and he would like we would post questions, we would write them, and then he would talk, and that's the only time in the day that he would talk. He was doing it also. But
That
it
sounds
was always at a
amazing.
beautiful nature spot. Yeah.
Can you sneak snacks in?
Yeah. I mean, oh, yeah, there's more than enough food. Like, the food is, they have Ayurvedic food and mostly it was, vegetarian. I think they had a little bit of fish,
That's
but
nice.
yeah. I tell you what, my stomach was growling.
That was the one thing I was thinking. I'm like, I think I would have to have a couple of my favorite snacks just
Yeah.
hidden in my bag somewhere.
Right. Yeah, and everybody's silent, you're listening to some great speaker, and then you hear
That
it's
would
the
be
stomach.
me.
Yeah, that was sweet. Okay. Right. Yeah, Callie. Yeah, you'd wanna go outside in nature. And I'll tell you what, that was the magic of it, because when you go outside in nature and you've turned off one of your senses, which, speaking is kind of like a sense, right?
Mhm.
So you've turned off something and and all of a sudden everything else gets so magical, like so pronounced. And so you'd look at a plant and you'd be like, you'd be able to hear it, you'd be able to see the frequency of it. It's like going into magic time, but it's a commitment, but they made it easy. Um,
That sounds amazing.
yeah. Yeah. Snacks don't get caught opening the wrapper.
Right?
Who said that?
That would be me.
Right. Opening up a cough drop or something.
You
Yeah.
don't wanna have corn nuts.
No.
They're too crunchy.
Yeah. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Yeah. Oh, nice walk this morning. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
To a place where you're not walking on asphalt. Yeah. So if you guys wanna oh, Randy, cooking is a form of meditation. Yeah, and it's an
It
art.
is.
It's an art. Yeah. Yeah. So it's important, but, rappers are very loud. So what are you guys doing for Mother's Day? And like we said at the beginning, regardless if you're a mom to, what type of species, it doesn't matter if it's from the plant world or from the, human or animal kingdom or the fae, right?
Right.
Somewhere we're divine feminine energy, and it doesn't matter if you're a male in this lifetime or not either. I think we all get to celebrate our divine feminine this weekend.
What are you doing, Terry?
Well, I've got 2 shows. I'm gonna do
Nice.
those, but those are fun shows because 'cause I'm gonna be with Allie, and Allie, Heart and Soul Connected, and she takes care of you like you're a little kid. I mean,
She's
she's on
she's
it.
the best, yeah.
Yeah, and, then I'll also be with, John Benny's gonna come on,
Fun.
and John Benny's gonna do a, healing. So,
Nice.
yeah, yeah.
That's
Lottie
gonna be beautiful.
yeah, and Lottie's in Canada, and they had Mother's Day already. It was in March. Yeah, and I think England's was too. And, Susie's going to a buffet.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm all in when they say buffet.
right? And Randy, it's 108. Are you
Holy
kidding me?
smokes.
Whoa.
That's
Yeah.
warm.
Linda, we always celebrate the day before so moms can go do what they want, like watch you and Allie. Oh, how sweet, honey.
That's nice.
That's beautiful, Linda. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Lottie's in the UK. That's right, Lottie. I don't know why I was thinking you were in Canada. Yeah. Well, I'll be in Nottingham. So, anyway, but we'll be going up to Norfolk too.
That's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm going to visit family. Oh, Mary, this morning your hubby brought you a red and gold rose. I'm a dog mommy.
I love that. How special.
How romantic, right? Yeah. And but we'll get Carrie out and we'll watch like we like to watch silly movies or so we'll watch something silly as a movie or we'll watch The Office is one of our favorites when
I
we are
love
all
that.
together. Yeah, we'll watch something like that. Oh,
That's gonna be fun.
Barbara's her son is graduating from high school. So she's buying him a new phone for his graduation and shopping. That's amazing.
Oh, wonderful. That sounds like an amazing day.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, Tina Mac, I'm starring you. We're gonna get to you in a minute. Yeah, buffet. Buffet sounds great. Ness says, I will be focusing on manifesting, especially the astrology next week. It's the best time all year for manifesting. Right? Yeah. Yeah. This energy that's coming in, and we were talking about this backstage too. Everything has sped up, everybody. So it's like it feels like, you know, you were talking about that, Callie.
Mhm. Yeah, I noticed yesterday my oldest son and I went out shopping and we went to what was like three or four stores, and while we when we were walking out of the last store, my son looked at his phone and he goes, "Mom," he goes, "we've only been out an hour." And I said that can't even be possible. I said, because we were shopping for cards in one of the stores, and I know we had to have been in that store for uh, a half hour, and then it was Trader Joe's, and I was like loving the vibe in there, so I was just, I was just like walking down the aisles back and forth. So I knew we had spent a lot of time in there, and then we went on to more stores. So the time is definitely, um, yeah. Well, and even the other day, I noticed it's like I had gotten up and I think I asked my husband what time it was, and he told me, and I'm like, oh, it seemed like it should have been. For me, it just seems like it's like really slowing down, and I think for some, it feels like it's really speeding up. But for me, lately, it's just like it's really slowing down, and so I think there's a message in there too that I just need to slow down maybe a little bit too.
Yeah. You might be jumping between the dimensions too
Hmm.
while you're
Yeah,
doing that. I
yeah,
know I went in to get some healing. It was actually it was after one of the Vipassanas, and I was getting some healing by this energy worker, and it was at one of the fairs, but it was a small fair,
yeah.
and and she gave me the energy work, and then I got up to go, and she goes, "What happened to the time?" I said, "What are you talking about?" And she said, "We just started a minute ago." I said, "Okay." I was like, "Have a great
Right.
day." But we did, we totally time shifted. It was so funny.
That's amazing when it happens and a person notices it, because how many times does it happen that we're just so caught up and busy that we don't notice it?
Yeah. Yeah, right. I think that's the nail on the head right there is that, and I'm still, like, towering over you, sorry. Watch
I
out,
need
don't look, everybody. Okay,
I
there.
need a
Now we're
higher
even.
chair because my family's told me, you I think my chair is so low. I need a higher chair.
Oh.
I need a high chair.
No, you're fine. I always feel funny if I'm, because I am really tall, you guys, so I do tower over people. Yeah, yeah, um, but
That's
anyway,
amazing.
yeah, so what are you guys doing?
Well, it's Landon's birthday weekend, so we always celebrate our his birthday and Mother's Day kind of together, and I feel honored that he wants to hang out with me all weekend, and so but on Mother's Day we are going to do takeout too, and just do a quiet day. We're celebrating him on Saturday, and we're just going to do a pool day with his favorite snacks that I'll be cooking when we're done here later, and and I was telling Terry backstage, and it's almost kind of embarrassing, but we have every Sunday is our family. We have a family day, and we have, I usually cook a nice meal, and so it's the only thing different is going to be that we're going to get takeout. But then we watch Naked and Afraid, and there's, I mean, it goes back. I mean, there's so many episodes, and so when football was on, we weren't watching it, and so we have a lot backed up. So we'll probably watch a couple episodes of that, and yeah, it's just going to be a low key day.
That sounds beautiful. Yeah, I love that. When the kids were younger and I had more family in town, we would all get together at the park, and our deal was that we brought our own food. Like for us, there's this great Winsteads, and they've been around since the 50s, and they do these really thin hamburgers, so we go there and just get carry out and bring it up, and limeades. But everybody would bring their own food, and we'd just play at the park. And so the moms didn't have to do anything or even organize anything. And the dads would bring the toys or whatever, and the activities, because they had a tennis court and all sorts of stuff. And if it rained, we would go bowling. And the bowling alley had a great grill. So we were like, done. Nobody's going to have to do anything. Hypnicity. Thank you for mentioning this. Michael Sandler interview with Wendy Kennedy, and she spoke of time changing. Out of this world. Everybody, please, if you feel called, watch her. She's an amazing channeler, and she is right on target with everything that we're talking about the time change and what energy to be of. And, if we spend our time in fear and scarcity, worrying about solar flares or power grid going out, I mean, we want to be responsible and we want to take care of ourselves. But where's your energy? Where are you feeling it? Are you feeling it because you're taking care of yourself and you're watching comedy, or are you just getting scared? And it's really easy to get scared right now.
It is. And a person just really needs to be conscientious of that fear and not feeding into it, because with just the world and everything, it's easy to slip into it. And I think, if we can be aware of just, if we're watching something and it's not making us feel good, just to switch the channel. That's our power.
Yeah. I love that, switching the channel. Yeah. That's what my angels used to show me when I was a little kid, that my pillow was like a TV, and I could just put my face in my pillow and turn the channel.
Oh, I love that.
That's when you said that, I was like, how'd you know that? Change the channel.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful, Janet.
Yeah, working in her garden bed. And anybody have any information about UTI? Because there are so many healers in this group that are going to have like a million things for you to do, which you probably already know, Janet. But yeah,
cranberry juice is wonderful. I know if I feel one coming on, I'll buy the pure cranberry juice, and I will just down it. And it really helps. But there is something with UTIs, and I don't know what it is, but there's so many people suffering right now with UTIs. I don't know, I guess I haven't honed into, the spirit world to ask, but I know my mom is suffering from them. And yeah, there's been, I don't want to list any names, but there's been a lot of people that
there have been
suffering from them.
Yeah. Somebody said tart cherry juice too. Is that right? Or is that for something else?
I could see where cherry juice would be really good.
Yeah. Hey, Sonia.
Hello, Sonia. So prayer is going out. Janet, I'm going to write you down, and I'm going to put you on my prayer list, because it any relief. But I think working in your flower beds and getting out there and getting in the dirt and getting grounded is going to be really healing for you too.
Yeah. Feliz dia la I lost it.
Please.
Madres, I think. Feliz dia la madres. Um, yeah, happy Mother's Day, Imelda. That's beautiful.
Happy
Love
Mother's Day.
that. I everything sounds so much better in Spanish or French.
I know. It really does. And I'm really trying to work on my Spanish.
Yeah? Good for you. I know a smattering, like, in Greek and, um, a few other, Spanish, enough to get to the bathroom and check and say thank you and please.
Yeah.
But, um, yeah,
Like
yeah,
every night instead of saying good night, we say buenas noches.
yeah, yeah,
But I think the key is using those words. And so if we didn't say that all the time, I think a person forgets so quickly. And so, we have our certain words that I'll use repetitious, but there's so many others I need to fill in the gaps to be able to speak it better.
yeah. Oh, Imelda, you hated that your dad, made you speak Spanish as a child, but now you're grateful. Yeah. My mom was German, but she and her sister and her, mom didn't teach us, and they talk all the time in German, and you'd be like, "Oh god."
I remember my grandma, she spoke Norwegian, and I remember as a little girl, being at my grandma and grandpa's house, and she'd be on the phone, with that long, long cord. She could make it all the way. She could be cooking in the kitchen, and the phone was way across the room, and she would be speaking. And I remember as a little girl sitting there in Norwegian and just going, "What is she saying?" And
Right?
yeah, it's like
Yeah,
I had no idea.
yeah, yeah. Maria, you're learning Spanish too? Yeah. It is hard to retain when you don't, have anybody to talk to, yeah. Aquamarines and amber are good for UTIs. Never knew that.
I didn't either. I didn't know that. That's very, very good.
Yeah. Yeah, a little basic German. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So we've got one question we can go ahead and answer. And if anybody else wants to post a question, we can do those too. Tina Mac, I love that. I know that's not your name. I know it's McSee, but I like Mac.
Yeah.
I have an energy question. I saw my dog in my third eye. Is he in 5D projecting to me now? He has been different since surgery. Oh,
That is really, really cool.
yeah.
I think Tyler's answering that. I think
Yeah.
I think he's oh, I'm getting a huge yes.
Tina, do you have another cat or a dog on the other side too? Because he's bringing in, he has new guides around him. Your dog does. And it feels like it's a bigger dog than him, that he's kind of, palling up against. It's like a big bear dog, which sounds funny, but, that's kind of what they're showing me. And, he's just resting into him. Like, this other dog is a healer, that's with him right now, and, in spirit. But, oh, Mason, a Great Dane. Yeah, yeah. So, everybody's dogs are talking to Tyler now. Yeah. Okay, yeah, he's a big one. So, yeah, Mason's there helping him. So, and there's a woman there helping him too, Tina. So, somebody from your side of the family. So, yeah, he's
Yeah.
happy.
He's happy, and he's gonna keep the energy at the 5D. You know, he's gonna help. You know how sometimes we can shift between 3D and 5D. He's gonna help keep the energy at the 5D.
Yeah, yeah, interesting. That was really cool. Um, let's see. RB says, "Hello, I'm Norwegian."
Well, hello.
RB, 19%.
Yeah.
Um, Liz and Aw, oh, honey, we're sending you lots of prayers. Can't get our head off the pillow. Have much to do and motivated to do all. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, just take care of yourself. That's the most important thing.
And
Miss,
continue prayers for you, Liz. You're on my prayer list, so I'm praying for you every day.
yeah. Hypnicity would love a reading from her guides. They're bringing in that song, Hypnicity to me, "Buckle Up and Fly Right."
Oh, I
I
love
don't
that.
know if those are the right, words for that song, but that's what they're bringing in. It's like, this is your time to fly. Um, and we talked a lot about buckling up for this year, didn't we? At the beginning of the year,
Yeah,
"Buckle up, here we go." But
there's a
but
buckle up
this
here.
yeah, yeah, this is like you're getting ready to soar. Um, remember you're never alone. Somebody here has something with their stomach. I don't think it's you, Hypnicity, but somebody has something in their stomach today. Um, so they're showing me a group with you, Hypnicity, that are flying with you. I think this has something to do with your channel. So, um, yeah, but definitely a lot of astral travel that they're talking about, and you're going to be becoming more aware of it as it goes on.
Oh, I
Go ahead.
love that.
Yeah.
I get hypnicity that, if there's something that has been, weighing heavy in your heart, that it's time for you to stand your ground and just stand up for yourself, and the moon energy is really, really, healing and beneficial for you, so honing in on the moon, and we're just coming off of a new moon, but even going out and talking to the moon and making moon water, it would be very beneficial. I'm also getting, if you have an altar that, either you've just rearranged it and redid your altar, or you need to like change it up a little bit.
Wow. Yeah, and that's so cool about, altars, isn't it? Like, rearranging them. I like to rearrange them around the house because I have, like, little altars all over the
Me
house.
too. Yeah. It could be a reminder to me too, because I'm looking at mine, and mine, it's been a little bit since I've like redid it. So yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and, and whoever it resonates with out there, too, if you haven't changed up your altar, maybe it's a message for you too. Because
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's for me too.
I'm thinking it's definitely for me. Yeah. Um, Callie, energy question. I had a friend, a medium, observe a fire trying to integrate during while I was channeling Archangel Michael. Any clarifications on this energy? Is it entity specific? I'm not visual myself. Wow, that's a cool question.
That's interesting. I'm definitely getting some fiery energy on it, and I don't know if it's, I can't tell if it's directed more towards you or if it's more of your friend, but however the energy that we have been in has been very, very fiery. Um, but with Archangel Michael being there, you know, he definitely was bringing in protection. And so, I really feel like it was your friend. It was your friend's energy.
Yeah. They showed me Archangel Michael coming out of the sky like in a fiery
Mhm.
wonder. But he's putting out the fires. So yeah, it does feel like it has something to do with your friend, Fogo, but also and this could be a purification process,
Mhm.
but also that he and the other angels are really working hard around the planet. Um, there are so many wars going on and so much there's chaos, right?
Yeah.
Because we're changing and that people fear change. You know, people get scared and the planet's changing. So people fear that. But I feel like that's kind of that fire in the stomach in the solar plexus
Mhm.
too. So you can look at that as the sun, your solar plexus, or you can also look at it as sometimes a fire, especially with your hora. So where you sense things, but they're I think it's definitely the fire that the angels are putting out. And I don't know if you're working on doing that too, Fogo. Something with the wars or the chaos. Um, oh, Liz, I did not get that question, but and Ness, I did not get your question about manifesting for the collective. I'm sorry, honey. If you would post it again, I'll try to get it in. Um,
Focal Pogo, I'm thinking there was some divine intervention too that was going on there with what Terry said with Archangel Michael. He came in with some divine intervention.
yeah, like he and the other angels are coming in and they're just psh, putting out the fires and there's these big clouds behind him like a storm cloud. Like don't even think about it kind of. I mean, which we don't think archangels can think like that, but if somebody's trying to hurt theirs, yeah. And you've asked for protection. Yeah, they're going to help.
Yep.
Um Kathleen, can I get a message from my guides? Tavalachi. That's beautiful. I love that. Kathleen, are you thinking about going on vacation? They're showing me a lot of flowers. Oh, and they're, I don't know if somebody passed, if there's a pet or something in your backyard, but maybe you planted a bush or somebody did if somebody transitioned. Um, but because wherever you're going, it's like a sacred place, it feels like. Um, and they're bringing that up. Um, and sometimes this means um, um, honoring yourself, like honoring what's happened before you, and in honor of yourself, planting flowers or a rose bush or something. So uh, they're asking you to honor yourself in that way.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's funny because I kind of I got this similar. I got treat yourself, Kathleen. I got, buy yourself flowers. Don't wait for somebody else to buy them for you. Buy flowers, get the massage, splurge on yourself, do a spa day. Um, get that new this is the card I pulled for you was dance.
Oh, she got national dance.
Yeah, literally that was it. It was dance. And
Wow.
then to treat yourself.
Yeah. Um, let's see. Liz, looking for yours, honey. Yeah. Hmm. Um, okay. Terry, did you see my question about manifesting for the whole collective? Manifesting for the collective. Was there something else about it, Ness, or was that the whole question?
I can go back and look too.
Okay.
Maybe that's a question I'm not seeing.
Yeah, we can just read on the manifesting for the whole collective. This is it. They're saying, the guides are saying, it's like, this is it, you guys. So, whatever energy that you're in right now, it doesn't matter if it's fear or if it's something positive. Energy is energy. So, there's not, they're just recognizing, being very, very careful about what you're thinking. Like, if you're scared of the stock market, I get a scarcity thing sometimes, right? And I
Me
see the
too.
stocks and I'm like, oh my God, my retirement. Right. Next week is the best week for manifesting astrologically. Thanks, Foco. Yeah. So make sure that whatever energy you're in there, and if you catch yourself doing it, don't beat yourself up. I mean, we are just people, right? We are just on this earth trying our hardest. So, so don't beat yourself up. Don't judge yourself. Just move on down the road. And I don't see any other part of that, Ness. But I think that was the question. So watch your energy. Where are you putting it? And clear it if you need to.
Yeah, and the whole manifesting thing in your altar, you could do an altar just for manifesting and putting your crystals, your rocks, your little special things that you have, and actually put the energy into what it is that you'd like to manifest. On your altar, if you have like one of like a grid thing that I use for manifesting, or writing things down, or it can be just even when you get up in the morning, telling the universe thank you and what you want, and doing it throughout the day, going to bed. I mean, if you really wanted to get serious, you could put a timer and do it every 4 hours, and to remind yourself to give thanks to the universe and let them know that what it is that you're working on. I mean, if we're going into this huge manifesting period, I mean, if you wanted to go all in, I would definitely recommend doing that.
Yeah. Love that. Love that. Liz, I've still got you in there, honey, but I wanted to get to Sally because I know she's driving. She says, I know I'm way late to the party, but if you have time and can send Mr. Boo, her cat, some soothing energy, the rough highway roads are wearing on him.
Oh my gosh,
So,
Sally, absolutely.
as of a collective, everybody, let's take a deep breath and abide into our heart space. seeing pink and green light, soothing energy. Seeing it go around the circle. Archangel Michael, Azrael, Raphael, Durga Ma. And let's see, Mr. Boo and all our families and friends that need it, enveloped in the love and the kindness, grace and wonder, joy, and a very soft pink light to Mr. Boo, calming, and a blue light around him as well they're talking about. So just see it penetrate his belly. Notice that. He's got himself a little bit nervous. His paws might want to curl up now. His shoulders soften and his back. And hear that purr. Softness. Surrounded him with 33 trillion angel cats. Protection. And so it is. All right. 33 trillion angel cats. That was George coming in. That was hilarious. Okay. Liz has a yellow bird that's trying to tell her something. Let's see.
The first card I got, Liz, was hydrate. So I don't know if you have somebody off in that has passed away that is trying to get your attention just in regards to your health, but to remind you to drink, and I'm also getting healthy communications. So this bird obviously is trying to communicate to you, but what I'm getting is healthy communications in relationships. And then I'm also getting and I know you're having trouble right now, and that you're in bed, and it's not a particularly good day for you. But if you can try to bring in, like we talked earlier, maybe watching something good on TV, something to make you laugh, something feel good. If it's watching old movies or something that makes Liz feel good.
Yeah. And Liz, I don't see anything else about that. But Hypnicity mentions a banana tree. So I don't know if that's a song that she's singing or what that is.
Yeah, it's a song.
Is it a song? But
Yep.
But it really resonated with me because you were talking about ancestors, Kelly. And banana trees are, I know when I lived on Hawaii, and a lot of times in feng shui, they say don't have the banana tree too close to the house or something, but it attracts the ancestors. But that's good. That can be very healthy. But I do feel like there's an ancestor that's trying to bring you in a message with that yellow bird. And it does feel like self-care coming in. But they show me a wreath also of like sunflowers, Hypnicity. So, or not Hypnicity, Liz. I've got Hypnicity's message up there. But they did show me that wreath of sunflowers. So something's blossoming, honey. Yeah.
Just give yourself grace, and just know that this is just, it's just a day. Don't get caught up in that this is the way it's going to be for the next week. Just give yourself grace and just take care.
Yeah, it's definitely an ancestor. It
Mhm.
feels like I can't tell if it's feminine or masculine. So it could be somebody that you might have known that was a they.
Yep, that's what I'm getting, neutral.
Yeah, yeah, gender neutral. So, and sometimes if you're on the other side for long enough, you don't, you're the in between. Or
No,
sometimes on
Liz.
this planet, you're
No,
in
it's
between.
not. It's not. No, it's not that, Liz.
Oh no, no, not at all.
No.
No, it's friendship.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
bringing you comfort.
yeah, yeah. Hey, Lori. Lori's talking about Nancy Jean gave a good info on manifesting at this time. Very detailed list this time. Yeah, take the list outside one night and burn it. After burning it, drink water that has been blessed. Nancy Jean is incredible, you guys. I mean, she knows so much about energy. If she said that, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Just beautiful. Um, then there was another one that came in. Oh, golly gee. I'm sorry, you guys. I am trying to find it. Yeah, yeah. Dr. Gail's amazing for working with the blue light. Oh, well, we're at an hour. So I'm sorry if we didn't get to everybody's questions. When we're talking, it's kind of hard to star them too. But, oh, here it was. Maria. Do you have time for Maria?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
We'll just do this one. Any advice for me from my guides to focus on for the next week or two? They're talking about a blue and purple energy coming in for you, Maria. Which that blue light, is so soothing and healing and serenity. And then the purple is so spiritual. There's going to be a new path open up for you. They're showing me. It's going to, and look at that pyramid and that blue light coming in.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Yeah. So there's going to be like a healing coming in for you. And there's a pyramid within a pyramid. So I don't know if you can see it or not, but down there at the bottom, that golden light is actually another pyramid. So there's I don't know if that's the Raw Collective or what that is, but there's something coming in for you that's going to be very healing, and it's going to be healing your heart. So, or you're healing others' hearts, but it's going to be something to do with that, Maria.
I get, Maria, in the next couple of weeks, the universe might just be pushing you a little bit to step out of your comfort zone. And by all means, you are in charge of Maria. And so, if you're comfortable, so be it. But I'm getting that you just might be pushed to step out of your comfort zone. I'm also getting like chanting. And so, a lot of times when we do healing, manifesting, we can chant things over and over and over again, just putting them out into the universe, whether it's to manifest or to manifest healing, whatever. But I'm getting that too. And I'm getting that it would be good to take a walk. And when you're taking the walk, to focus on the beauty around you. Just that leaf on the tree, just focusing in on the details, the smallest details, whether it's a crack in the sidewalk and an ant scurrying around in it, but just to find the beauty in the smallest details. And then lastly, I just get, if emotions start coming up in the next couple weeks, just to let them flow. Just let them flow. Don't stuff them. I mean, if you can, I mean, by all means, you listen to your body. And sometimes we're in a place where we can handle it, and sometimes we can't. But if those emotions start creeping up, just give yourself the grace to just let them flow.
Wow, it's beautiful. All right, everybody. Well, thank you all for being here, and thank you for being such amazing chatters, and thank you to all our moderators for keeping us safe.
Thank you.
So
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, ride the wave, right?
Ride the wave.
Yeah.
Yes.
Happy Mother's Day, everybody. So,
Happy Mother's Day.
all right. We'll see y'all later.
Self-care, everybody.
Yeah. Take care of you.